Why would you share that video if you came across it? Why would your mom share it? Why would your best friend share it? If you can't very clearly answer that question, your video is probably not going to be shareable. And you really have to think about yourself and your content as a product, not just do I think this is funny, but that's the beautiful thing about trial reels. That's the beautiful thing about testing content in advance, to be able to predict its virality and its engagement rate, is you can kind of know these things in advance, and then you'll start to see a very clear formula arise over time.
Would you say it's similar for the new repost feature? It's kind of been a thing on TikTok for a while. I know Facebook likely has it, and then Instagram recently added it maybe a month ago. Would you say it's a similar thing on repost, or do you think that's different? It's more like a signaling representation of that person, and you're trying to create content that makes people want to kind of identify with an identity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Meta, until they weight a repost over a share, I wouldn't suggest optimizing for it. I think it's a good signal, like you said, for interests, and you can start to, it's one more metric for us to see lookalike audiences, you know? Not even for us, but for the algorithm to see lookalike audiences. If they're like, oh, all of this type of person is who's reposting this, that just gives you more data about the video to get people to share it. So again, as you're engineering your video, you want to think about these things. Is this more of a repost video or more of a share? People tend to repost things that they deeply believe in, that they're okay publicly feeling like an extension of themselves. Or I could share something a little more risque or a little bit more edgy that I wouldn't want the world to see I reposted in case you run for election in a few years, you know? Reposts are public, where shares are more private. And so I would weight shares over reposts. And the algorithm does too, but that could change at any point.
Do you recall a video in particular that got a wild amount of shares? And how would you know why they're sharing it? Do you think about like what factor in the video is going to make them share it ahead of time? Is it similar to what the top 2 or 3 comments are on the video? Like, because the comments usually tell you why the video went viral, but do they tell you like why someone is sharing the video?
I think the reason people share videos the most, and the data would suggest this too, is that we share things that our beliefs align with, or we want them to. It's either something aspirational within us or something that we would say, yes, I believe this to be true and I want this person to feel it too. Or it's something that entertained us and we want to share it with somebody that we know shares those same values and that would also be entertained by this. And this can be as silly as a cat video, a dog video, parrots saying funny things. But I know if it's parrots saying funny things, I'm going to send that to my brother because he would find it funnier than my dad, right? And so you kind of have these avatars in your mind that you would share certain things with and not others. We optimize for the widest, relatable, most shareable thing. And if you can pull your niche industry up to a top of funnel, widely relatable feature about the avatar that this content pertains to, you're not going to have a problem getting massive amounts of views on the most niche product ever.